Hi guys, it's Rich with Pitlanes Sim Racing, and today we're going to be putting together a budget sim racing dash where you can buy all the bits and bobs required quite cheaply. So first of all, we've got a 4-inch Vocore screen, which I will put the links to both the enclosure and the screen in the description and where to get them from. But this is a 4-inch screen with a resolution of 480 by 800, and it's $35.99. And I ordered this from China that long ago. I completely forgot I'd even ordered it, quite honestly. You'll have to mind the finger marks on the screen. I've been handling it a little bit. But then you've got this little ribbon cable and the connector board there with its USB input. And there we go. And then we've got the enclosure that fits it. There's the back plate, the little front plate as well, and also a little bit that houses the USB, or which will be explained in a moment. I got this 3D printed by a local friend of mine, Design, and he charged me £10 for the privilege. I'll put a link in the description so that you may be able to order from him as well, because I spoke to him that some people may want to order this, and he's happy to do it and post it out to you. So yeah, I'll put the link in the description for you. But what we're going to do is pop this together. Now, one thing I did notice is we have this top part of the ribbon cable. It doesn't seem to have any plug or anything on it. I think it's just a termination of these, I guess. So I've been folding it under, basically, in my tests when I've made sure everything is working. And we've got this slot at the bottom here for the USB to go through the actual case there. So fold that under, and then we gently press it down a touch and put the front of the housing on. There we go, all very nice and tidy. Pop the screw in there. This is very awkward to do behind a camera, but we're trying. And then screw that in. I'm shocked, I got it first time. I'm a pro. Oh, as he drops everything. Right. Screw that in. So it's just the 4 screws. And what I'm going to show you in a moment is the software required on the PC. And basically the end result and what you get. One thing I'm yet to order is a little stand. Because I now realise I need one, or I suppose you could sort of stick it to your wheel. Where have I put the extra screw? Oh no, I'm looking at a full hole. Never mind, ignore me, I'm being silly. Screw that in there. Now, one issue I have had is that we have this enclosure, and very nice and well printed it is indeed. And for the plans, you have this small back plate here. And that fits over this USB here. And what we do is we fit the USB into the little slot, and there you go. All very nice. And we have a couple of screw holes just here. I don't know if that's coming through, but a couple of screw holes just here. And the problem is, despite having a kit full of like computer type screw things, none of them are quite the required length. So I've messed up a little bit, I suppose, because I thought this would definitely have it, but just to demonstrate, look, they're just not quite long enough, unfortunately. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to get it into position. I'm going to dab a tiny bit of super glue in the corners, because once this is on, the only reason I'd take it apart is if it broke, you know. So I'm not really too fussed. But really, we have the completed unit there, and I think it looks pretty cool as is. Really, if you take away the finger marks there. And it's a nice, really compact unit, super light as well. So £10 for the enclosure, $35.99 for the actual screen. What's that? About £27. So you're looking at £37 total spend. And then when we go and have a look at simhub, you can get that for €5. you're looking just over £40 for a Sim Dash, which is absolutely mega. So let's move over to the PC and I will show you it functioning and the software. So to make the dashboard function, you're going to need simhub. And I'll put a link in the description for this, but you'll be greeted with this screen, which are all the different games which simhub will work with. Plenty of driving games all over the place, but there's also Counter-Strike Global Offensive and some other interesting games that it will function with. What you're going to need is the Dash Studio, and along the top it'll default to dashboards, but you're going to want to select Vocore, and then you've got lots of different options here. But initially, just to get running, you've just got to go to the displayed dashboard and pick one of the dashboards really. And then what you're going to need to do is go back to games, select which racing game or whatever game you're wanting, click on it, and then click on Start Game in the top right hand corner. You may have to config so that you're selecting where the game is actually located, so the EXE. So yeah, that's all you need to do, guys, to get it working. So here you go, sports fans. This is the Dash working with one of the example dashboards. As you can see, with the revs working there, gears. Just got to be careful and watch what I'm doing. Pull out the pits, but there you go. As we pull out there, we've got the pit limiter on, as you can see. Try not to destroy everything. Pit limiter is now off. Go through the gears, you've got the speed there, and all that good stuff, and the pit limiter changes into a last split time there. So you can see it functioning. It works really well, and you can make your own dashes and things like that in simhub. So it's totally worth checking out, guys, if you're into a little bit of DIY, you want a cheap little project. Yeah, it's worth checking out, I think, if you're not too fussed about it being that quick coming from China. Yeah, as always, links are in the description. I hope you've enjoyed the video. Don't forget to like and all that good stuff. I shall see you in the next one, guys. Cheers.